Hey guys, welcome back. DailyRotoUp.com, bringing home the bacon, MLB DFS video. It is Saturday. Thankfully, it is August 11th. So, like I say, most Saturdays, I try to go live about 9:30 a.m. Central. And we're going to go over a lot of things. Weather will play a factor into today's slate big time, especially the games that you're probably going to be targeting. Cash, GPP, pitching, hitting, bats, everything there's a lot to go over. So since we're live, I'm going to wait a couple of minutes, get all the websites up, get ready to go. Talk about yesterday a little bit, talk about today. I've got about 30-ish minutes. So if you guys can hear me, please put a 1 in the chat. I was trying to go live 37 minutes ago, but I'm currently working with 2.76 megabytes per second internet right now. So I tried to, this past week, they expect me to pay $80 for it. I haven't paid my bill yet. I've been talking to the people from CenturyLink, and I told them I'm not going to pay until you guys give me internet. Their go-to troubleshooting was to, of course, unplug it and restart it. And then next is to make sure it's not, next to the microwave. That was their big go-to thing. And then, they want me to plug in. They want me to turn everything off that's connected to the internet, then hardwire the computer into the modem and run the megabytes per second that way, and the speed test. And you don't buy wireless internet to plug it in. And I told them it's not reasonable. So I apologize for starting a little bit early. Did the screen freeze for everyone else, or is it good to go? Because if it's good to go, I want to jump into it. I want to get through this. So can everyone else hear me, or did the screen freeze for everyone as well? Okay, so just to go over yesterday real quick, I got a lot of messages. Blake Snell having a perfect game. I got messages during the perfect game. John, I know you're watching, or you will watch this. Exact reasoning as to why you can't trust it. He got pulled after 47 pitches. Yeah, he might have had a ton of points. But if you're playing for cash, he was a great cash option. But if you're playing for cash on that, you can't worry about that. That happened. We had a couple of weather concerns, but we got through it. Tanaka just didn't have his stuff yesterday. Evaldi. So I told you that the Red Sox would put up runs, which they completely did. Little did I know the Orioles would decide to score more than 4 runs in a game. So, I mean, this is why, and I told you this yesterday, baseball is the one that's hard to project. So that being said, I already know I'm 3 minutes in, and I'm going to have one person complain that I haven't gone into the weather until 3 minutes and 30 seconds in. Yet that same person will go ahead and try to win a free month doing the home run contest. So we will jump right into the weather. It's a big one, guys. So the Red Sox have doubleheader. I don't know if they're going to get this game in at all. First game, 1:05 Eastern. 39 at the start of the game, 39% chance of rain, goes up to 60, 71. It's thunderstorms, it's lightning, it's everything. So that's the one that is kind of iffy. A full game here, I honestly don't know, and I'll look to see. I'm not 100% sure if they should even start this game or they should just cancel both of them. I realize, I mean, they're in the same division, so they're able to play each other multiple times. I don't know if they should even start this game. That brings us to the Yankees, the Rangers at the Yankees. Now, I followed them on Twitter. They tweeted out that they're opening the gates normal time, which is kind of weird because then everyone who is responding to them goes out and says, are you really going to make people drive to the stadium? The weather is absolutely terrible now. as of this moment, or in 18 minutes, there's a 59% chance of rain. Then the noon hour, 12 Eastern hits, and it's good out. Then you've got 48% chance of rain, 55% chance of rain, 63, 56, 76, and it just gets worse. There's no way they get this game in. There's no way they even try to start this game. They're going to piss a lot of people off by postponing it early, and they're all going to drive to the stadium or get to the stadium subway. There's no way this game gets played. Probably expect a doubleheader tomorrow since they don't play each other a lot. That's what I would expect. Then we do have some concern in the Twins at the Tigers game. The game, it looks like they'll get it started, and then there's a 33% chance of rain. So the last hour of the game, this game should be good. You're not taking pitching in this matchup, so that's not really something we have to worry about. Let's just go ahead. That game should get played. D-backs at the Reds. Now there is a little bit of weather concern, 34% chance of rain, but I think if they were to delay this 30-ish minutes, they should get this game in. That brings us to, and we'll talk about the pitcher, but the Diamondbacks in the Reds game, I'm pretty sure if they just wait a little bit longer, should be good. Well, obviously we're 10 hours from first pitch. Weather can always change, but I'm liking the odds here. The Red Sox at the Orioles second game. There's no reason for them to even start either of these games. Being in the same division, they'll play each other. They'll have time. I don't see them playing. I don't see the Red Sox playing at all today. And that's all the weather concerns we really have. For some reason in San Francisco, it's going to be about 60 degrees. It's going to be a little chilly for August. Other than that, so we've got the Yankees and the Red Sox. I don't think those games get played at all. If there is any other weather concerns, I believe going to be 2 games canceled. Obviously, it's 2 of the offenses that usually go off, except we're not going to have them in this slate. So looking at that, we'll just jump into the pitching matchups. So what I'm going to do is I'm not even going to go over the pitching matchups for the Red Sox I'll go over them, I guess, a little bit. First game. So I guess since I'm live, if you're here, you found us on YouTube or you're already a subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you're not, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell notification and thumbs this video up so I know you guys at least enjoy looking at my face and listening to my deep, manly voice. But we're going to look at the weather, or we've already looked at the weather. We're going to look at the pitching, and then we're going to look at some of the bats. Since we are live, if you do have any questions, ask them on the side, and I'll answer them. Once I'm done with the pitching, I'll answer some of the questions. Hopefully, I've been able to answer them for you, and then we'll look at some of the bats. So looking at any news and notes, maybe. If the Yankees play, Aaron Hicks is out of the lineup. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot going on. George Springer's still out. Arenado might be hurt. Edwin Encarnacion is hurt. Jean Segura. Trout, we obviously know, is on the DL. So nothing else. Nothing to pop out right now. They have the Yankees Rangers lineup. It's not going to play. So let's jump into the pitching. Red Sox at the Orioles. Game's not going to play, but we can go over it a little bit just for a second. David Price. I love him against the Orioles, but they're not going to play this game. The Red Sox at the Orioles doubleheader. The second game, the pitcher hasn't been announced yet. Rangers at the Yankees. We're looking at Drew Hutchinson versus Lance Lynn. If the game were to be played, I kind of like Lance Lynn, even though he's given up a 357 batting average, but I don't think this game won't get played. So that brings us to the first game that will get played. Tanner Roark versus John Lester, Nationals at the Cubs. Lester, 216 plate appearances, 227 batting average. I kind of like that. Roark he's been serviceable, and I say that because he's won some games in a row, but his K per 9, he's not getting a ton of strikeouts. Strikeouts are really what you're going to get you those fantasy points. So he's not even a feasible player for me to want to look at. So if I'm taking a pitcher in this matchup, it would be Lester. Roark, he's not getting swings and misses like we're used to the past few years. I don't like him tonight. Rays at the Blue Jays, you know exactly what you're going to get out of here. Ryan Stanek's going to go a maximum of 2 innings. Not worth it. Sam Gaviglio, 18 plate appearances, 500 batting average. Tampa Bay could be a sneaky GPP option. They have been playing 500 ball. I mean, they're still so far out. I don't like. I'm not looking at the Blue Jays. If I were to look here, I would be looking at Tampa Bay as a sneaky. Go left-handed stack. Just depending if you could find the left-handed bats, the top, 5 to 6 batters, whoever's the left hand is there. Jake Bauers, obviously, just a couple others. Another funny note that I saw, the Orioles are so bad that they have 46 games left, and if they were to go 46-0, they still would not win the division because they're 46.5 games out right now, which I don't know what the earliest is for someone to get eliminated, but the Orioles were eliminated on August 10th of this year. That is mind-boggling to me. There's no way Buck Showalter should have a job after this year. Twins at the Tigers, Kyle Gibson versus Liriano. Again, the weather should hold off a little. They should be good. Not taking the pitching here, like I said. Liriano, 37 plate appearances against the Twins, 212 batting average. You can still find some bats here. I'm not looking at any of the pitching options here, though. D-backs at the Reds, Robbie Ray versus Matt Harvey. Now, Matt Harvey has had success against the Diamondbacks for whatever reason, 65 plate appearances, 193 batting average. Harvey could be a GPP pitcher tonight. It's Matt Harvey. That's the one main caveat. He's up here, and then he's down here, and then he's here, and then he gets rocked, and then it just back and forth. GPP, yes. Cash, absolutely no. Indians at the White Sox, the number one pitcher, I think, on the slate is Trevor Bauer against James Shields. I love Trevor Bauer. And I've seen the GIF, and there was a video. Trevor Bauer's arm angle does not change between a fastball, slider, and curveball. Whether or not he's got pine tar on it, that's a different story. But usually the batters will be able to pick up the ball because the arm angle, I watched it, the spin that he gets off of it, the arm angle. The White Sox are terrible. I would not be surprised if Trevor Bauer goes for 10-plus strikeouts tonight. If CC Sabathia can get 12 in 5.2 innings this past week, Trevor Bauer could be in for a monster game. I haven't looked at the price of Bauer on either FanDuel or DraftKings, but I really like Bauer here. Brewers at the Braves, Wade Miley versus Julio Teheran. I said Kevin Gausman had a probably career game, without looking at his numbers, career game yesterday. Had a really good game, neutralized the potent Brewers offense. I said the Braves would go off. The Braves did go off. I think the Braves go off again against Wade Miley. I'm not looking at Teheran as a pitcher, but I am looking at the Braves as bats. I really like the Braves as one of the top stacks today. Mets at the Marlins, Corey Oswalt versus Dan Straley. Probably looking at Dan Straley here, 80 plate appearances, 143 batting average against him. It's the Mets. Either of these ballparks are pitchers' parks, and I would not be surprised if that can go the same. I love Dan Straley here. GPP, probably SP2. Yeah, I wouldn't put it against him. Mariners at the Astros, Wade LeBlanc versus Charlie Morton. We saw both Verlander and Garrett Cole get lit up the past 2 days. We saw that. The Mariners are pretty hot right now. Charlie Morton, 154 batting average, 245 batting, or 154 plate appearances, 245 batting average. You could go very contrarian and go Wade LeBlanc as a pitcher. It's still the Astros. We know what their offense can do. They just haven't, shown up the past couple of games. I actually like the Mariners offense again. I kind of like Wade LeBlanc as a pitcher. GPP, yes. Cardinals at the Royals, Jack Flaherty versus Danny Duffy. Flaherty apparently has never faced them before. Duffy, 17 plate appearances, 125 batting average. Got lit up before. If you want to go contrarian, you can go Duffy here. You just can't trust him much. And when I say much, I mean GPP. He started off the season extremely terrible. He then went ahead and had a couple of stretch runs of some pretty good pitching matchups. then he's been up and down the rest of the season. So as much as I want to trust him, he's a GPP option only. Dodgers at the Rockies, Walker Buehler versus the Rockies. Never faced them before. Kyle Freeland, 83 plate appearances, 333 batting average. I'm not looking at pitching in this matchup. Walker Buehler has been very hit or miss this season. He's gotten hit a ton. I'm looking at Rockies bats. I'm also looking at, I would not be surprised if this is a high-scoring game. Arenado's out, it would appear, just based on the news that he's getting looked at. So that's a potent guy out of the lineup there. Definitely would be looking at either of these offenses as a stack. Phillies at the Padres. Zach Eflin didn't get the win, only gave up 2 runs. The Phillies somehow just didn't give anything yesterday. Aaron Nola versus Walker Lockett. I'm absolutely loving Aaron Nola. He is without looking at the numbers, he's a top 10 pitcher this year. He's a keeper in most everyone's leagues. I think he was a keeper last year. No, he wasn't. I think he's starting to turn things around. I mean, he's finally got a good offense behind him. He's got pitches that are breaking when they need to. Absolutely love Aaron Nola today. If Trevor Bauer isn't the top pitching option, Aaron Nola might be the top one. Pirates at the Giants, Trevor Williams versus Ty Block. Nothing sexier than those two guys' names when it comes to pitching. I mean, they're just going to stop each other. No, they're not. I look at the Pirates again. Starling Marte, I'm still on him. I'm going to continue to be on him. Home runs, steals bases, great defense. He's got everything. I'm not looking at these pitching options, though. And then the final game on the slate, Athletics at the Angels, Edwin Jackson versus Tyler Skaggs. Edwin Jackson, I love Edwin Jackson here. He's been pretty good since making his debut this season. Tyler Skaggs, 99 plate appearances, 295 batting average. A's are just on fire. Look to get them in there at some point. I'm looking at an A's stack. I'm also looking at Edwin Jackson as the pitching option. So looking at any questions, top stacks, number one, with the weather concerns, I would say the Braves and the Indians. I would say probably in that order. I'd go Braves, then Indians. So if you guys do have questions, definitely hit me up. Let me know. I'm going to look at some of the bats real quick. What are the top bats? So those are the pitching options that we have. We went over all of them, all 30 options. Well, technically 32 because there's a doubleheader, but let's be real. There's going to be 28 because those games probably aren't going to get played. If you want to see how we've narrowed it down, we have the article. You can go check out the article. I don't know if you can see it now. Actually, I can just link. Anyone who's in the chat can read it. Anyone who watches this later, once it goes live to YouTube or posts to YouTube, it's in the description. It will be in the description. So bats. Let's just go over some of the bats in all of the matchups, except the Red Sox and the Orioles. I'm not going to go over that, or the Yankees at the Rangers at the Yankees. So any bats that jump out to me. Actually, if you guys have questions about bats or teams or anything like that, let me know. Pirates 3-man stack. Depending on who's going to be in that lineup, none of the Pirates have faced. Apparently, Ty Block has never faced any Pirates before. I would go. It really depends on who's starting. Starling Marte, 100%. Looking at him. I would really have to see who's the top probably 5 batters in the Pirates lineup, and I would go with 3 of the 5 there. Depending on who it's going to be, that's really iffy. Let's see who they did. Let's see who they put out there yesterday, and we can kind of hopefully maybe look at it and maybe build it from what they did yesterday, because most likely there will be, similar to the starting lineup. If it'll load. Evan Gattis tonight versus Seattle. Yes, if Evan Gattis is in there, he should be in there. If anyone's going to go off, it should be him against a lefty. So looking at the Pirates, Corey Dickerson, no. Starling Marte, yes. I like Marte. David Freese. I think David Freese might be minimum. If he's not minimum, it's close. Unless they've priced him up. He's been pretty good. 2 hits yesterday, 1 run, 1 RBI. He had a double. Cervelli had a home run. We did have Cervelli in our lineup. I like Cervelli, another righty there. No worries, Randy. We're closer to being done than not, but if you have questions, definitely. Also, the home run contest, nobody won it yesterday. One person had Xander Bogaerts in the 3rd inning. He homered in the 1st. No one had it yesterday. Yesterday was a really weird day. None of the big guys that should have done something did something, but then you had the little guys. Like you had Ronald Guzman for the Rangers have 3 solo home runs just last night. Apparently no rookie has ever had 3 home runs against the Yankees. They have some stupid stats, and it would be like no right-handed rookie has ever homered at Yankee Stadium while standing 3 feet from the front of the batter's box while hitting an angle of 79 degrees more, while freaking blowing a bubble, twiddling his fingers on the bat, swinging the bat around, changing all of his batting gloves from the right and left side of the plate. Some of the stats that they're just going to throw out there nowadays are just stupid. The team that scores high, probably Dodgers at the Rockies. Two pitchers that don't really scare anyone, and it's in Coors. Randy, Baltimore, that game's not going to get. Neither of those games are going to get played. So you did miss it because we talked about it early, but Red Sox at the Orioles, both of those games, I think both of them are going to get canceled, postponed today, and same thing with Rangers at the Yankees. It would be very surprising. I will pick one person in this chat. If both of the Red Sox games get played, if both Red Sox and the Yankees game gets played, I will give someone the rest of the MLB season for free. There's no way. Any thoughts on Robbie Ray versus Cincinnati? Now, he's never faced them before. You could look at him. I'm trying to think. They got rid of Adam Duvall, who hits lefties well. You could look at him. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how. Are you thinking FanDuel or DraftKings? Because I think he's pretty expensive. Let me see if I can find. I would assume he's probably. Yeah, Baltimore, the rain looks for the entire day. It's like they have a doubleheader. They can't even. My assumption would be, now I don't know if it's a doubleheader where one ticket admission gets in. I wouldn't say nothing's going to get played, but there's no way the Red Sox and Orioles play either game. I don't see them canceling one and playing the other because the weather's terrible the entire day. I also don't see the Yankees game getting played at all. I do like Dan Straley. He's been good at home. He's got a great matchup. It's the Mets. Again, though, I'm going to reiterate here. I'm clearly not baseball's super hard to predict. We know this. No one saw the Baltimore putting up. How many did Baltimore put up? Oh, now I can't find it. No one saw Baltimore put up 19. I mean, you could see the Red Sox put up 19 and the Orioles put up 12. No one could have predicted the Orioles could have put that many runs up. Considering when you look at the Orioles lineup, VR, Beckham, Adam Jones. I'll give you Adam Jones. Trumbo's he's been coming around. Mancini, Chris Davis is batting 160. Chris Davis is batting 162. Realdo Nunez is ish as well. So we do have the cheat sheet up on the site. We do have, with that being said, people have been asking, are you going to do the early only? The early only would consist of the Red Sox, the Yankees, the Nationals, and the Rays and Blue Jays. I'm not looking at either of those. I'm not looking. Actually, it might be someone else. Mullins is a bad man. Wait, hold on. I missed something. Who do you mean Mullins? I'm confused. I thought I missed something. Maybe I did. Maybe you guys are talking to yourself. There's just the bats that pop out. Oh, Mullins. Yeah. I mean, he's batting 750. So he came up yesterday. Who do you play for? Who's normal center fielder? I thought it was Adam Jones. Adam Jones played right field, though. Who played right field then normally for the Mancini? No, he's left field. Derek Rodriguez is going for San Francisco tonight. Since when? I'm not saying you're wrong. I'll look at the app real quick. But from what I've got here, projected or the starter was Ty Block. Let me see if it's changed. No, Ty Block's the starter. He must have Derek Rodriguez must have got scratched. Everything I see is I don't know if that's backward for you guys. Jerry Rickard, maybe. Yeah, I mean, with Baltimore, Baltimore's so bad. They're 46 and a half games out right now. They've won 30. They're 46 games under 500. They're so bad. But yeah, some of the bats that jump out real quick before we end this video. Let's see, hits. I mean, Matt Wieters against Leicester, 16 for 54 with 3 doubles and a triple, which is impressive to get a triple from a catcher. Adam Jones against David Price, 16 for 72, 5 doubles, but I don't think that game's not going to get played. Michael Brantley is a really good option here. Against Shields, 12 for 38, 2 doubles. If you're looking for home run shots, Yonder Alonso against Shields, 4 for 12. It's just the weather is taking the bats out of all the good players. Puig against Freeland, 2 for 9. Well, I love the Phillies tonight. Aaron Nola should dominate. Yeah, they're 46 and a half games out, so even if they won all 46, they would still be a half game. They would be a half game behind. That also, yeah. So, I mean, no matter what, they would still be a half game out of first come last day of the season. Miami, they haven't seen Oswalt yet, so you don't know. You could look at Miami, contrarian GPP, yes, as a stack, depending on who. Obviously, when you're looking at a stack, like I've said multiple times, you're looking at the, player here. You got to be in the top of the lineup because you got to get at least 4 at-bats or 5 unless they, completely destroy them and then put all their subs in, which doesn't happen a ton. But, I mean, if you're Baltimore or you're Boston, you put up 19, you're going to probably take people out. Let's see when how many they took out. I would assume they took out all of them. Well, Benintendi got taken out. Butler got taken out. That's it. So you're up 19 and you're in the division in the lead, and you don't take out your main guys to not get hurt. That good for you, Alex Cora. So I'm looking, like I said, to reiterate for people who weren't here before. If you're looking for, I mean, the game was, what was it? In the third inning, the Baltimore was up 8-3. That's when I was watching a movie. So I was watching a movie last night, and I saw it was 8. I saw they put up 8, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Okay, good. Sounds great. And then I finished the movie, and then I looked, and it was 17-12, or it was 17-10. I'm like, what the hell happened? Besides Nola, do you like the Phillies bats wearing a hit? Okay, so Rhys Hoskins hasn't hit a home run in a while. That could change tonight. They did just get Justin Bour, so I don't know. So, Dizzy, are you a Phillies fan? Like, are you an actual Phillies fan? Do you watch them? Do you keep up with them? Because I don't keep up with them a ton. I can't tell by your picture. I can't tell what that is. That might be a 76ers hat, actually. Is that a 76ers hat in your picture? Well, anyway, so I know Carlos Santana has been atrocious. That's a Phillies hat? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Good. That doesn't matter. I can't tell. Santana's been terrible. And I assume he was playing first, right? Because Rhys Hoskins was playing left. So does Santana go to the bench and Justin Bour automatically goes in there? That's what I would assume. If he's in that lineup today, I absolutely love Justin Bour. But flying from Miami to – they're in San Diego, right? Yeah, they're in San Diego. He should be in the lineup tonight. I think he might provide that boost that you guys need. So I'm looking at a Philly stack, but depending – how much is he? I don't want to go over it because if he's not in there, we're going to go over it. But how do you feel about a Cleveland? Boston won't play. There is zero chance Boston plays today. I wouldn't even look at Boston. I wouldn't look at Orioles. I wouldn't look at the Yankees. I wouldn't even look at the Rangers for anything. There is this. The Orioles have a better chance to win the division, which they're already eliminated, than the Boston games get played or the Yankees game gets played. Like I said, if all three of those games gets played, one of you guys in the live chat are going to get the rest of the MLB season for free. I'll pick somebody. I'll put all your names in a randomizer. Unless you're already like a year subscriber or a lifetime subscriber, then I will give you a high five because I can't give you anything else. But like I got to plug this. Like I say all the time, I have been working on an Excel spreadsheet that pulls all the data from FanDuel and DraftKings. And what we're trying to do is build in a button where it will build a optimized lineup. It's a ton of money. It's a lot more money than I thought it would be. So any donations are welcome, guys. So if you're in the live chat and you feel like dropping us some money because I helped you out or anything, you can hit that super chat, the little money thing you can give, money, anything, any donations help. Subscribe to the website. We do have that. The rest of the MLB season and the NFL entire DFS season for $99 right now. It will go up to $225 for the full NFL season. If you want, you can sign up. If you want to sign up, you can. If you want to donate, you can. Let's see. Would love to donate. Appreciate. Thanks, Dizzy. I do like Ohtani. It's weird that he's trying to pitch. Like, I know Tanaka did it. I don't know the whole extent of how bad Ohtani's arm was actually hurt. Bat-wise, yes. Edwin is good. If he's going to get touched up, he could get touched up by Ohtani, especially since – now, I don't know how the whole feeling of the Angels staff is because Trout being hurt on the DL. He's only been there twice now. I think last year was his first year. This is his second time. But they put him on yesterday and say that he should be back Thursday, which is like, okay, they did it technicality so they can bring up another bat or whoever they brought up. But I do like Ohtani. I'm not sure, Randy. Why don't they show batting DK points for – I have no idea. Welcome, Tough. I try to go live every Saturday, Sunday. I can't guarantee it all the time. For baseball, especially football, I try to every Sunday at 9 or 10 a.m. Unfortunately, the first Sunday of the year, for the first NFL Sunday of the year, I'll actually be going to the Iowa State game. Iowa State game that Saturday. It's a 4 p.m. game. We're camping out Thursday night or Friday night. My God, I'm just all over the place right now. So I don't know if I'll be home to be able to go live for the first Sunday of the NFL season. That's what I'm trying to say. Go Cyclone. No, Rhonda. Where are you from, Rhonda? Where at in central Iowa? Because that's where I'm from as we speak, without giving out. I'm actually in Altoona. So you're like, what, 20 minutes from me ish, give or take? give or take 20 minutes, depending on how fast you drive. Boom. Yeah, DFS is illegal in Iowa. So it didn't used to be. So that's when I started the website, because it didn't used to be at all. And then it did, and I already had the website up, and I had already built a group of people that would – I mean, there's some people in this chat that have been with us for all 4 years. Hey, Randy, how about that Iowa State game last year? I was in the 7th row behind the Iowa bench for that just absolute beating. Go Urban Meyer. So it didn't used to be illegal. It is now, which is absolutely stupid. So here's the difference. I can't – how do you spoof, though, Rhonda? Let me know how you spoof, because email me, support it. I'll give you access to the site if you can show me how to do this, because I would absolutely love to play. Email me, support at here. I would absolutely, if I can spoof, email me there and we'll talk. That's okay. So everyone here, yeah, Gary, I like Straley tonight. I don't have an Android though. That sucks. Actually, you can see I have the Iowa Hawkeyes as my background in front of Yankee Stadium. Madupu go fighting Illini. No, get out of here, Jesse. When it was illegal in New York. Okay, so when it was illegal and you guys spoof, or anyone who plays and spoof, and you win, how do you pull it out? Like, how would you pull it out to your bank? Don't you have to add anything now? It didn't used to be this way. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can play, but you can't collect your winnings, correct? Because once you try to collect, it's screwed, from what I understand. You haven't withdrawn anything. I guess that could be a thing. That sucks. I saw something else. Cleveland, Los Angeles. I love Cleveland and Atlanta, actually. Or Coors Field. You could look at that. Yeah, I don't have any relatives that would do that. They don't live out of state. It all sucks. Another question, guys. Got a question for you. So, or ladies, girls, whatever. You can be what you want. It's 2018. Does anyone here have the NFL Sunday ticket? Because I got rid of it because they're trying to charge me from $70 a month to $200 for it, for my whole bill. If anyone here has a Sunday ticket from DirecTV and you'll allow me to log in and watch it, I will give you the entire NFL season for free. I don't know any college students. No one I know is in college. And I'm not just going to find a kid. So anyone who has Sunday ticket and you let me log into your stuff so I can watch it every Sunday, I'll give you the entire NFL season for free. Or if you know a website I can stream from that's, sketch, but still won't give me a virus, I need to know it because I need it. And I didn't want to pay for it. I would pay for it if I could play DFS, but I can't. Yeah, the red zone, that's all I want is the red zone. I want the red zone channel. All I want is the red zone. Okay, so I have the Fire Stick and I have the Kodi app, but it's not updated, I don't think. I'll have to check that out. I'll have to figure that out. I do have that. I have one Fire Stick that I could do with that. So I'll try. Maybe I'll figure that out. Okay. So any other questions? Because I forgot I have to go pick up something from a store before they close. and I don't know what I'm needing to do. So any other questions? Now, here's the thing. So if you guys want to win a free month, you can play the home run contest. You predict who's going to hit a home run in what inning. If you get both of those correct, you win a free month of MLB content. Wait until this video gets up to YouTube. Don't do it now, but then comment below. That's for everyone who's here. No one won yesterday. A couple people had, or one person had Bogarts, but in the third, and he homered in the first. It was close. So yeah, once it goes live, you can re-watch it and listen. To take the takeaways, Nola and Trevor Bauer, my top 2 pitchers on today's slate. We're not doing early only slates for the lineups because the Baltimore Red Sox games will not get played. The Yankees Rangers game will not get played either. And that takes off the early slate pretty much because then the early slates kind of blah. So we'll have main slate. The cheat sheet's up. It does have those plays, those lineups, and those players in those games that I don't think will get played. But I didn't want to go through and have to manually delete all of them. So that's a thing. That's all I've got for you guys. Good luck today. If you have, I don't like Skags. I don't, Randy. I don't at all. Any questions, email me, support@dailyrotohope.com, or ask below, and I'll try to answer those. That's what I've got, guys. Good luck. And as always, bring home that bacon, guys. Peace out. Thanks for joining. To maybe tomorrow.